Tonight we journey back to the sweeping sands and fantastical land of Arabia for this final fourth Arabian tale. And this story also I'm going to do my best to make it shorter, for viewability. Anyways, this is the story of the fisherman and the genie. Now there was this fisherman who every morning would go out to the sea and cast out his net and try to catch some food for his family. Anyways, one day morning he was going off to try his luck, and he threw out the net and he pulled out a dead camel. Anyways, he looked at it and he cast it back into the sea and he tried again. This time he threw out his net and pulled out a basket of garbage. At this time he was getting exhausted and he fell down on his knees and he said to Allah, Allah, please, you must give me something more than this. I must be able to provide myself and my family. Give me something that's worth going home for. So the fisherman, he threw out his net again, and this time he pulled out a copper vase with the seal of Solomon on it. So the fisherman, he pulled out his knife and he opened up the vase, and when he poured out the contents, he only found a bunch of dust. But then all at once a bellowing of smoke appeared, and a genie the size of a mountain appeared before the fisherman. And the genie said, "You may now choose the manner of which you will die. I am one of the 13 builders of reality who betrayed God, and am now being punished by having to serve man." And the fisherman, he said, "I may choose the manner of which I'm going to die? Why would you kill me? I just freed you from this lamp." And the genie, he said, "Well, let me tell you my story. I have been in that lamp for 400 years, and for the first 100 years I said to myself, whoever saves me from this lamp will receive 3 wishes. But then another 100 years passed, and I said to myself, whoever saves me from this lamp will receive 3 wishes and will have a palace and gold and fame and women. But then another 100 years passed, and I said to myself, whoever saves me from this lamp will receive a wish every single day for the rest of their life. But then another 100 years passed, and I said to myself, well, fine. Whoever saves me from this lamp shall be murdered. Only I will allow them to choose the manner of which they will die. So consider it, and I will murder you in any way you see fit." Anyways, the fisherman, he looked up in terror at this mighty being, and he thought to himself, and suddenly he hatched upon a scheme, and he said, "Well, I simply do not believe it. You could not possibly have come from this vase." And the genie said, "Do you dare doubt what you just saw before you?" And the fisherman said, "Well, you're as big as a mountain. There's no way you could fit in a tiny vase like this." So the genie, he bowed its head, and he went back into the vase. And the moment he did this, the fisherman grabbed hold of the lid, and he put it right back down on the vase. And the genie said from within, "Hey, let me out of here." And the genie said, "Oh no, I'm going to cast you right back out into the sea, and I'm going to put a sign out to warn other fishermen not to open the contents of any vase that has the seal of Solomon on it." And anyways, the genie said, "Oh, wait a minute, I'll grant your wish." "Ha, I won't fall for it. I swear by Allah," said the genie. And the fisherman realized that no genie could swear by Allah and not do as he was commanded. So the fisherman finally opened up the vase, and the genie came out, and the genie kicked the vase right back into the sea. And at first the fisherman was afraid that the genie wasn't going to grant him what he wanted. But the genie, he said, "Name your wish." And anyways, the fisherman said that he wanted enough money to provide for his family and food and things like that. And the genie bowed its head, and he granted the fisherman his wish, and it went back into its own dimension. So the fisherman had a great story to tell anyone who happened to be traveling past his little hut from that day on. And the fisherman was quite wealthy and lived quite a good life, and had quite a good bit more luck than he had before. And as always, sweet dreams and good night.